Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Brave Gal. We're going to continue our FF4 run, and we're gonna head into the moon. I want to get this cutscene out of the way, and then exit and resave. As we can't get repeat characters. I want to real quick double check 16, 30, 16, 20, 19. Talon is tied with Rydia for slowest, but Rydia's like 10 levels, 10, 20 levels lower right now. So I think that's going to be a better agility anchor using a cabin, because we're going to go try the first boss, see how it goes. I'm not sure if these are going to be any better than Asura, but Asura's nasty. Like, that spot's just bad, and Kanazo's a really hard boss when it's got hit points. So, Wave is based, or the damage on Wave is based on its max hit points. So spots like that have a really high hit point pool are really hard. We are going to pick up treasure chests. I don't normally do that, but I feel like there's a decent chance. We'll see how it goes, but there's a decent chance we're going to need it. I'm gonna Quake off. We've got a mute arrows on. These are mage type enemies. Once we get Cindy down, it's not nearly as bad. That's gonna kill somebody. Nope. There's worse characters that could die right here. Yep. Column gain 2 levels, Rydia gain 12. That's what we wanted. Would have been nice if Edge got the level, but we can deal with it for now. Tower key. That's actually really important for a weird reason. That puts us at 10 key items. So now we've got double XP for the rest of the game. We need XP. We have not found sirens. We've checked every shop, so there are not going to be sirens. I suppose we should res Edge. Charm Rod. I think is better than what we've got. I'll double check. Ugh. I'm not even sure this works, but we're gonna try it. Nope. Column's doing nothing. Also, if this kills, I'm gonna be really upset. Okay, maybe not that upset. Hmm. The heck? The scary part here for me is I haven't saved. Okay. Good. Well, we can also throw a Dragoon Spear. Okay, we're going to go get that cabin, or go use a cabin before I progress anymore with the looting. I feel like that those extra fights there got us a little bit of extra XP. It's probably about what we need to get progress, depending on who the bosses are. We're going to save Wyvern for last, like I usually do. Okay, so we'll see how this goes. We'll see if we can get some kills. See if we can get some key items. We still need Twin Harp. And we've got a ways to go on levels. Currently, we actually have to fight Zeromus, and currently nobody could take a Big Bang. So, yeah. Silkweb. Ugh. Oh, that's right. She's equipped with the dragon whip. That's better. Okay, I'm really hoping that this... Crap. That's not good. It's just gonna start killing people. Desperately trying to get that off. Perfect. 200,000 XP for the whole party. There's the Twin Harp and a Sorcerer Robe. Okay, so now we are into dilemma territory, which is we don't have a party that can actually take Zeromus. So we need to get some XP. And it's really, really hard to do that. Okay. So at this point, Edge can probably take one shot from Zeromus, and he'd be the only one alive, unless I was a weakened one. As long as he leaves edge, we're good. Okay. We should be fine then. Oh, he's not actually hitting that hard. This spot must not have very high magic attack. Heals through the reflect. Okay, and with everybody safely alive and taken care of, we're going to go ahead and start the pain train. I believe Golbez is a mage type, so he should take extra damage there. Shields are down on at least a few characters because Rosa's is. So it might be still up on Fu and Hallam. That was almost 10,000. That makes me so happy. Okay, Palom learned Fatal, Rydia learned Quake. That's Spoon. The more important thing there with okay, actually Spoon is actually really good in this case. Because it's something we can throw at Zeromus. Actually, let's real quick go Excalibur, Spoon, up at the top there. So, Big Bang generally does anywhere between 1,800 and 2,100 damage, depending on magic defense, and depending on whether you've triggered a counter nuke within that cycle. So his magic power goes down when he casts nuke. This makes me so happy. I'm sensing a slight problem here. I don't have anybody up to do life. Crap. Cast time on that's so long. Yeah, let's do this. Slight risk there, but that's very greedy. That's why it was greedy. Okay. So I think that just shows, if not more than anything else, Dark Imps are actually, or I guess any enemy that just attacks physically can be very powerful in the wrong spot. If you get it in a spot where it is fast and its only option is to do physical attacks, a lot of enemies are very strong, and that includes Dark Imps. Now, the duration on a cast stop as opposed to the hourglass is way shorter. So, wait, what? Oh, they had one stored up. Crap. So we're not getting the double XP off that one. Hopefully we'll be able to get the double XP off one of them. Please work. Perfect. Would have loved to get 2 life glitches, but, you know, we'll take what we can get. Okay, so we're up to 3 characters that can now most likely survive. Ideally, we're going to need to get at least 1 or 2 more fights in here. We could try Wyvern or Bahamut's spot. We can still loot Cave Bahamut. I could try Wyvern's spot. See if it's terrible. And do this. $121,000 XP. There we go. Medio. Weak. Crystal Sword. Again, we don't have a Cecil. We have an edge that's going to be throwing it. Okay. God, those guys hit so hard. Dragoon Spear does double damage on dragons. They're really picking on single characters there. This is a problem. Yeah, that double attack is what's doing it. Getting some life glitches off on those guys would actually be really nice. Figures. I'm gonna see if any of them survive that. Nope. Okay. If it had only killed 2 of them, then we could have actually life glitched there. So that's what I was going for. Okay. I'm gonna do. I feel like we're gonna get as much roughly with the exploration and stuff as we are from the Wyvern fight. I'm not necessarily sure it's going to be an easier or harder fight. This gives me a little more control. I don't remember what these guys do. Talon learned Nuke. Bridia learned Fatal. White. Good. That gives Rosa some more survivability. Let's go through real quick here, because I changed this in a different, or I changed that before I went back and redid my save. Black nuke. Okay. Black. Nuke, Quake, stop. What am I doing? What am I doing? Virus. Quake. Ice 2, Ice 3. Split 2. Stop. Split 3. Fire 3. Warp. Stone. Weak. Get everything in order there. We do have the pass, so at least once we get back, we'll be able to get back to Zeromus quickly. Don't be dragons. I just don't know that one. Oh, undead. Doesn't work. Avenger. Yeah, we've got ammo for days at this point. As far as stuff that can be thrown. So I think one of the big things here is going to be not hesitating to use it. Where are we at? Hit point wise. Everybody but Rydia can probably take one big bang. Helm's a maybe. I'm like wincing every time I open the chest because I'm afraid it's going to be the dragons again. Emeth. Okay. Ninja. Image. There we go. Sometimes you just get a good pull. Okay, I think we've done enough here that I don't want to risk it. So we're gonna, actually, let's just do, okay. So the idea here is gonna be debating on Gave Bahamut still. I feel like we should continue grinding a little bit more, but we're really, really close already. I'm also bad at this strategy, so I'm okay with, you know what, let's just call it. We're gonna go Cave Bahamut, we're gonna get the chests, we're gonna check the boss there. There's no monster chest there, so what it is what it is what it is. Apparently you can't throw Crystal Sword. Good to know. We're gonna go all the way down and do our fight. And then we'll loot on the way out. If we decide I want to. Demist. That should be doable. It's mostly going to come down to making sure that we can actually survive. So we'll just do basically the same strat we've been doing. Which is everybody wait. And I can't remember if the counterattack works there. Nope. It's only on physical attacks. There we go. Got another level. Got our sand ruby that we wanted right away. Glass helm is worthless at this point. Samurai armor is worthless. I'm basically just holding out hope for a Stardust Rod. I'm not expecting it. Thanks, game. Or another Charm Rod. You know, some high-end magic attack here for our 3 black mages. Okay, so basically what we're the point we're at right now, we need to go do Dark Elf, which is, or Twin Harp rather, which should be real straightforward. That'll give us the crystal. And then we're gonna go Reflect strats. Whoops. So the downside with this area is that this is the highest magic resist area in the game. The good news is our characters are level 50. And this area is not. So Ed should just be able to walk through it. Treasure set on wild, right? No, it was pro. Maybe it was wild. We'll just grab the ones that are right on the way. Another lunar staff. Let's do a real quick check. Yeah, that's what I thought. I think there's one other stop I'm gonna make before Zeromus when I'm done here. It's gonna be a kind of weird one, but given that we're using Reflect strats, I suppose we've got Rydia. See who the boss is. I guess technically we can just walk out. Is that how that works? I mean, it's not like it's a huge deal. It's called Brenna. Oh, wait. Magic defense. Nope, we're good. Okay. The brief moment of, oh, wait, that doesn't work here. It does. That's not what I was trying to do. Exit. You know what? No. We're going to give it a shot. If I need to go do more shopping, we can. Specifically, so here's my thought. I don't have cures. I have cure 2s. I don't have cure 3s. And we're going to have reflect up on a character. Now, that's probably fine. But if I needed to heal a character, we currently don't have the means to do so while they're and that except Sylph. But Sylph would trigger reactions. Okay, let's do this. So the plan is going to be Edge, most likely, is going to do... Whoever goes first is going to do a Star Veil. Actually, no. Whoever goes first is going to do Crystal. And I'm out of silk webs. Okay, good to know. I did not get a chance to reduce this one, so it's going to be a full power. Okay, that was a terrible start. I'm not even going to bother. We're going to go be smart. That's annoying. Okay, well, this is like a whole different can of problems at that point, I think, but I do feel like we need to do it. It's the smart thing to do. I suppose the other smart thing would be to not actually trigger the reflect until after he does his first big bang. But, you know, whatever. That'd be an option. That way we could heal. And wouldn't have stuff queued up like that. Okay. So there's Cure 3s and Silk Webs. We can actually do this right this time. Okay. So using a Silk Web makes him counter with Nuke. Using Nuke makes him lower his magic attack for that round. Which means his Big Bang is going to be weaker, which means he shouldn't kill anyone. From there, we can have Edge use Spoon. We'll get Reflect up on whoever's next, and just bombard them with spells. Thought I put the crystal up at the top. What the heck? Did I put the wrong crystal at the top? No, it's right there. I'm just dumb. Counter nuke. Should be okay. Maybe not. Do it. Okay, so we're aiming at Palom. And because of the way reflected spells work, he doesn't counterattack, which means he doesn't have his health restore. He doesn't have a lot of his other counters that he would normally do if you just cast spells directly at him, which is nuke. Same goes with throw. It doesn't count as a physical attack or a magic attack, so slightly unfortunate. We'll see who survives this. I'm being slightly hesitant here because I'm afraid of what could happen if we screw this up, but I feel like we're getting close. I'm not actually tracking XP, or HP rather. Nope. Little too aggressive. Okay. That's fine. We've pretty much got it. I'm just really bad at actually doing this version of the fight. I hate doing the reflect strats. It's cool. It's a really neat strategy. And I love the mechanic behind it of the fact that it prevents counterattacks. But yeah, I'm always, for some reason, I'm always really hesitant to actually do the healing in between. And it's like, even if you heal him for 1,000, if you're doing, 20,000 a round, it doesn't matter. The reflected Cure 4 off of your one guy isn't that big of a deal. Okay, so after he does one big bang, we're going to heal, and then start reflect strats. At that point, we're going to... I guess we'll see. Crystal. Silk webs. Nuke on edge should be fine. Maybe. Should be a weak one, so edge should survive this. No. Okay, so we're gonna play a little more conservatively. Actual healing. Jeez. I didn't actually get anything off before he big banged. Here 4. We need to start getting our damage in here. Crap. So black hole neutralizes your reflect. This is why I hate this. It's so hard to keep him on the script, and he keeps screwing you up. I'm out of Silkwood, or I'm out of Starveils. Great. We're intentionally casting a nuke directly at him to lower his, or to have him counterattack, which will lower the power of the next Big Bang. Let's hope it's weak enough. This is the problem. You just end up playing catch up the entire time. I guess let's see if that makes a difference. If it doesn't, I really don't know what to do. And I don't want to sit here and grind this out. I feel like I'm missing something, or I'm doing something wrong. And I know that I'm doing, or I feel like I'm doing the strategy right. It's just a matter of keeping up with it. And I don't feel like I'm doing that part right. Like queuing up healing ahead of time or something. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure we're aiming at 180,000, or not 100, 120,000. Like, we had to have been close, that second one. I'm just gonna hope that that works, because it's gonna cause him to redirect there or counter nuke. Perfect. Okay, so if he rolls low, Rydia should survive also, but otherwise not. No big deal. It's one person. We've still got 2 other nuke casters. Perfect. Good timing on Black Hole. Getting there. We're getting there. There we go. See, I was doing it right. I felt like I was doing it right. I was doing basically the same thing. I think the biggest difference there was the accidental nuke. So, yeah, that ended up saving the day, it looks like. And I got some really good RNG on his targeting for that counterattack. So I think Mark said his time was something like 320 on this one, and I think mine's about the same. At least. Yeah, Mark had 329 as his final time. My in-game timer is isn't very high, but my total time is probably going to be at least that. Or around the same thing. This was a really rough seed. I don't really care for mage parties generally. We didn't get a second twin for our Palom start. We didn't get the Rydia came in pretty late. No sirens again. Like, that is the thing that's bothered me most with this new version. Is it feel like the J items just don't show up in shops. So, yeah. We got it though. The run itself was really fun. It was challenging, but fun. I really didn't care for that Zeramas fight. I really don't like reflect strats, but they work. I feel like I got really close that second time. And then I just got off the rest of the time. I think the ignoring Rydia when she fell and it like helped me not play catch up. Just continuing on. And then I got lucky at the end and got that shot off. realistically, that was not the conservative play when I actually stop and think about it. I had considered throwing a Life 2 on Rydia instead there, and it may have been the right choice, but we wouldn't have been done. So, we'll see. Yeah. But overall, it was a really good seed. We got to explore everything. It's been a while since I did a Zaroma seed. That's one of the first times I've done a Zaroma seed without sirens. So, yeah. It's been interesting in that regard, at least. I hope you enjoyed as well. If you did, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. I've got a bunch more of these runs. Zelda Randomizer, if you're into that. Bunch of Lufia 2 Ancient Cave runs, and a bunch of just Let's Plays of various games, including RPGs, and mostly RPGs and platformers. If you are interested in joining in on these runs, I've started posting the link to the seed that I'm running in the description. So if you follow that link in the first video, you can get the game that's going to be played in that video, play it, and then go back and watch the video is the idea. And if you're interested, if you know me and are interested in joining in that way, just shoot me a message, and I'll get you on the email list. Mark has pointed out that my methods of distributing and discussing things are archaic, and I should invest in a Discord server. We'll see if that happens. I don't use Discord much, but it could be. It honestly seems like a good use for it. Yeah. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. I've got a whole list of other games, but if you have a suggestion for one, feel free to let me know. If you have any questions about speedruns for this, or the other games that I play, let me know as well. And finally, as always, have a good one. We'll catch you next time.